Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? I hope you watched the previous session. Today, I'll be taking up those questions which are MCQ based in IPMAT. And from last session, one question was left which had got no options. This is the one. So let's try to do it. If three consecutive coefficients in the expansion of x plus y to the power n, or in the ratio 1:9:63, then the value of n is what? Alright. So what can be done? By the way, if I expand binomially and I assume any three coefficients to be NCR plus 1 and NCR plus 2, then the ratio is given as 1:9:63. Alright. So let's try to solve these two first by using the ratio 1:9. NCR upon NCR plus 1 is given as 1/9. Let's expand this. NCR is factorial n upon factorial r multiplied by factorial n minus r whole upon factorial n upon. Now factorial r plus 1 can be written as r plus 1 multiplied by factorial r. Why I did that? So that things get cancelled easily. Okay, and then I have factorial of n minus r minus 1. And in the similar way that I expanded this, I can expand this as well. So instead of writing n minus factorial of n minus r, I can write it as n minus r multiplied by factorial of n minus r minus 1. I hope that is clear. See. So now things become pretty clear and things can get cancelled now. Okay. These two get cancelled. This gets cancelled, and this also gets cancelled. This is equal to 1/9. Now cross multiplying, what do we get? Okay, so this r plus 1 will go in the numerator and n minus r comes to the denominator. This is what we have. So now all the complexity is gone, and now we have a very simple equation in front of us. 9r plus 9 is equal to n minus r, or I can say n is equal to, r goes here, 10r plus 9. This is what I have. Is that cool, everyone? Understood, all of you? All right. Okay. Now trying to solve these two by using 9/63. So NC r plus 1 whole upon NC r plus 2 is given as 9/63, which can be written as 1/7. Expanding it further, factorial n upon this factorial r plus 1, and then factorial of n minus r minus 1, which can be written as n minus r minus 1 multiplied by factorial of n minus r minus 2. Why I am doing this? So that things get cancelled. Upon factorial n, this is factorial of r plus 2, which can be written as r plus 2 multiplied by factorial of r plus 1. Okay? And this will be n minus r minus 2 factorial. Now, these things get cancelled. This is equal to 1/7. Now all we have is r plus 2 goes to the numerator and n minus r minus 1 goes to the denominator. This is equal to 1/7, which means 7r plus 14 is equal to n minus r minus 1. Clear? Lot of calculation is there, but it's not that difficult. Which means the value of n will be equal to, r goes here, 8r plus 15. So now I have n in these two forms. I can equate them. All right. This, let this be equation number 1, let this be equation number 2. Equating them, I'll get 10r plus 9 is equal to 8r plus 15. 10r plus 9 is equal to 8r plus 15. All right. Which means the value of 2r will be equal to 6, or I can say r is equal to 3. The moment we got r equal to 3, we can find the value of n by putting the value of r over here or there in any of the cases, which comes out to be 10 into 3 plus 9 is 39. If you put r here, 8 into 3, 24 plus 15 is 10 again. So we got the answer. Is that clear, everyone? Tell me in the comments. The catch to solve this question is expanding the terms this way, so that common terms get cancelled. Clear? There's nobody in the comment section who is active. Please be active. Also tell me if I'm totally visible and audible at the same time. The next one. Let A, B, C be real numbers greater than 1 and n be a positive real number not equal to 1. This is not equal to 1. If log base n, log A base 2 equal to 1 and log base n, log base 2 equal to 2, and this, which of the following is true? Okay. So let us try to solve all the values of log first. Log base n in bracket we have log A, base 2 that is equal to 1. So if I solve it, what do I get? Cancelling the first log, n goes here, n to the power 1, which means A will be equal to 2 to the power n. 2 to the power n to the power 1, 1 can be ignored. This is the first thing. Now looking at this value, similarly, I can write similarly, we can get the values of B and C as well. Value of B will be equal to 2 to the power n to the power 2, and the value of C here will be equal to 2 to the power n to the power 3. So we got the values of A, B and C in terms of n. Now we have to look at that which of the option will be justifying it. All right. A third viable is combination. Binomial theorem. See, binomial theorem, no? So if you expand, what is the value? This is equal to summation of r is equal to 0 to n NCR x to the power n minus r y to the power r. This is the binomial theorem, and we are concerned only about the coefficients, not about the value of x and y. So NCR, these are the coefficients. Start from 0 and end at n. I picked any 3 coefficients successively. All right, Athar? I hope it is clear. Binomial theorem. All right, coming back to this one. So we can solve this question in various ways. When put in the value and try to solve, but I would like to use here the principle of mathematical induction in which we put values. So I'm assuming the value of n to be 1. At n equal to 1, what happens? At n equal to 1, A becomes 2, all right, B also becomes 2, and C also becomes 2. So if I do this, I won't be getting my perfect answer. Isn't it? Let us try to solve it once. A2, B2 and C2. So if I put and n is 1. So if I put it here, 2 plus 2 to the power 1, 2 into 2. So A gets satisfied when n equal to 1. If I put it here, A 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 into 2 is 4. So we get multiple options to be correct. That is why we will pick another term which actually differentiates A, B and C, because at n equal to 1, we got A, B and C equal. At n equal to 2, we might get different values. So if I put n equal to 2, I'll get a perfect answer because A, B, C will be distinct in that case. So we put 2 here, A will be equal to how much? 2 square, that is 4. b will be equal to how much? 2 to the power, put n2 here, 2 square is 4, 2 to the power 4 is 16, and the value of c will be equal to how much? 2 to the power 8, that is equal to 256. Now we can check with the options at n equal to 2. So if I put the values 4, 16, 256 here and n2, then what do I get? Checking for option A at n equal to 2. 4 square plus 16 whole square must be equal to A into C. A into C is 4 into 256. 4 into 256, which makes it 1024. Let's put it there. 16 plus 32. 32 square is 1024. So option A gets satisfied. Alright, only one will satisfy. Let us try to put in B as well. So checking for option B for n equal to 2. 4 square plus 16 square must be equal to 4 into 16. Is that so? Not really. So B doesn't satisfy. A plus B equal to C. C option doesn't satisfy. Only A satisfies, so we'll go with A. This is a brilliant technique to save a lot of time and come to a correct conclusion. Okay, so what I did here, of course, when I'll be sitting in the exam, I won't put n equal to 1 because that is too obvious for me that A, B and C will be equal and my options can get messed up. It's better to put something which has a which gives distinct values of A, B and C. So at n equal to 2, you can put 3, 4, whatever, but I put 2 because it will be easy for me to calculate. Clear? Understood everyone? Atharv and Vinay? The next one. In a chess tournament, there are 5 contestants. Each player plays against all the others exactly once. No game results in a draw. The winner in a game gets 1 point and the loser gets 0 point. Which of the following sequences cannot represent the scores of 5 players? By the way, if there are 5 players, 5 contestants, and they are playing against all others exactly once, how many games do they play? Will they play? It will be 5C2 because 5 contestants playing, any 2 will play. Combinations, 5C2 is 10 games they will be playing. So I'll just make a chart, A, B, C, D, E, and A, B, C, D, and E, playing against each other. Alright. By the way, nobody plays against himself or herself. That is not possible, right? No one plays against oneself, which means here there will be no game. A with A, not possible. B with B is not possible. C with C, not possible. D with D is also not possible. E with E is also not possible. Okay. So, checking for any option. If I assume that A has won all the games. A has won all the games. What does it mean? A wins all the games against B, C, D, and E. So basically A got 4 points in total. If that happens, then B would have definitely lost against A. He would have got 0 here. 0. And let's say A has won, B has won against everyone except A, then B will be getting this 3 points. Alright. Alright. Now assuming again, so C must have lost against A, lost against B, and rest if he has won, he will get 2 points. And same with D. Lost against A, lost against B, lost against C, won against E, he will get 1 point, and E would have got 0 points. I made this assumption that A is winning against everyone. That is the only way he can get 4 points. So we get to know that there is the maximum that a person can get is 4 points, but nobody else will be getting 4 points. 4 distinct ही होगा. किसी एक को ही 4 मिल सकते हैं, कोई एक ही बंदा 4 गेम जीत सकता है, 2 बंदे 4 गेम नहीं जीत सकते. तो automatically option D is not satisfied. We'll go with option D. Which of the following sequence cannot represent the scores? 2 players cannot get 4 each. Is that clear? Alright? है ना? कोई एक आदमी दूसरे लोगों से 4 ही गेम खेलेगा, 4 ही जीत सकता है. अगर वो चारों जीत गया तो कोई दूसरा बंदा 4 नहीं जीतेगा, 3 ही जीत पाएगा at max. Right? Such a logical question. It's not even mathematics, it's pure logic. Right? Vinay and Atharv and others who are watching. See how logically and beautifully we have solved this question. Coming to the next one. The probability that a randomly chosen positive divisor of 10 to the power 2023 is an integer multiple of 10 to the power 2001 is how much? Okay. So 10 to the power 2023. what is it actually? This is equal to 2 to the power 2023 multiplied by 5 to the power 2023. All right. So how many maximum cases can we have? We can have 2024 powers of 2 and 2024 powers of 5. Why I said 24? Because 0 can also be a power. That is how we try to calculate the number of factors, right? 2 to the power 0 से लेके 2 की power 2023 2024 हमारे पास हो गए. Okay. These are the total cases. Probability निकालनी है. Favorable cases क्या होंगे? This must be a multiple of this. So I can just remove this from this one. All we have left is inside the brackets 2 to the power 2 multiplied by 5 to the power 2. Is that clear? It's 1, sorry, it's not 21. So I'll get 22 here, 22 here. So overall favorable cases, now this is something, this whole is a multiple of 10 to the power 2001. So I've taken it outside. All I have left is 23 cases of 2 and 23 cases of 5. Overall 23 square upon 2024 square happens to be our answer, option B. Cool, easy. It's an easy one, right? जब मैंने बाहर निकाल ही दिया है तो ये क्या दिखा रहे हैं कि कितने मल्टीपल्स हो सकते हैं 10 to the power 2001 के. All right, everyone, is that clear? राहुल, अथर्व, विनय, है ना? अब कुछ भी होगा, ये तो कॉमन है ही है, तो इसके मल्टीपल्स तो होंगे ही, चाहे पावर 0 से 22 तक कुछ भी हो जाए, and various combinations. Cool. Coming to the next one. If cos alpha plus cos beta is equal to 1, then maximum value of sin alpha minus sin beta is what? Okay, 1. At what value do I get cos 1? Cos 0 is 1, right? But here it is sum of these two. So the best way possible is to have the equal values, that is 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. When do we get 1 by 2 for cos? It will be at cos 60, right? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. But here we have to maximize sin alpha minus sin beta. That means we need to somehow, it will be maximized if sin alpha is positive and sin beta is negative, because sin beta occurs with a negative. Negative मिलके positive हो जाएगा. तो मेरी कोशिश ये रहेगी कि sin beta negative हो. कब होगा? When beta is negative. So instead of writing alpha is 60 here, beta to be 60, it's better to write beta to be minus 60. All right. So if you remember this, all are positive in the first quadrant, isn't it? Do you remember that? All sin, tan, cos. So cos minus 60 will be nothing but, cos 60 only. So we get 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 1. But here, sin of minus 60 will be minus sin 60. Okay, so that means sin 60, if I put minus sin of minus 60, if this comes out, this becomes positive. So sin 60 plus sin 60, this is what we have. This will be equal to how much? Root 3 by 2 plus root 3 by 2. All I get is root 3 to be our answer. Clear? The main catch over here was to have a negative value for beta. Cool enough? Remember that, all sin, tan, cos. So negative, if I move towards the negative, cos remains positive, but all other ratio gets negative. इसीलिए cos minus 60 जब मैंने किया, तो मैं 60 डिग्री नीचे मूव कर गया, isn't it? That is minus 60. So nothing will change. Cos of minus 60 is as good as cos of 60, but sin of minus 60 will be equal to minus of sin 60. Is that clear, everyone? Understood? Tell me in the comments, be quick. Vinay, Atharv and Rahul. Next one. Consider an 8 by 8 chessboard. The number of ways 8 rooks can be placed on the board such that no two rooks are in the same row or same column is the chessboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chessboard is in front of us. If I put a rook over here, let's say I put a rook over here. Now I cannot put any rook in the same row or in the same column. Which is the best way to put the next row, next rook. Here, again, I cannot put anything in this row or in this column. So basically, we can see that we are putting the rooks in the diagonal. And how many diagonal grids do we have? Diagonal squares do we have? We have 8 in total. So these rooks can be filled in these 8 squares in how many ways? In factorial 8 ways. Going with D, because all the rooks are different. First space can be filled with any of the 8 rooks, second can be filled in any of the 7 rooks, and so on. Clear? Question looks difficult, but it's actually very easy. Cool. What next? This one. A polynomial px leaves a remainder 2 when divided by x minus 1 and a remainder 1 when divided by x minus 2. The remainder when px is divided by x minus 1 into x minus 2 is what? Alright. How do that? So to solve this question, we normally we go to this one, no? That px must be equal to some quotient. So divided by x minus 1, there should be some quotient. Let the quotient be qx, right? And then there should be a remainder rx. This is how we tend to solve the question. But doing by this, we'll be ending up wasting 5 minutes of our lifetimes. Let us do it in 5 seconds. Ready for that? So I'll pick an option in such a way that if I put 1 to it, I get 2 as the remainder. When I put 2 to it, I get 1 as the remainder. Right? That is what remainder theorem says. So in 3 minus x, if I put x as 1, 3 minus 1 becomes 2, satisfied. If I put x as 2, 3 minus 2 becomes 1, satisfied. 3 minus x has to be our answer. How cool is that? Do you enjoy that? Maza aaya? Clear? To everyone? Looks good? To all of you? Rahul, a third minute. Nice way to do it now. इसी तरह कर लेंगे तो ऑप्शन जब होते हैं हमारे पास this will be the most scoring part of IPMAT exams because you can actually use induction and everything. The next one. Rabbit, this is a mind bender question and today I promise to you the person who solves it the first with proper logic will get a cash prize of 500 rupees. Ready? Your time starts now. You have total of 3 minutes to solve this question. You'll get a cash prize of rupees 500 if you solve it first with proper logic. Time starts now. Let's do it. Anyone able to solve this? I'm going to tell you something very unique about this question. So let us say there only one step. I'll just show you, if there's one step, there'll be only one way that the rabbit goes one step. There's only one way. Number of ways, only one. There are two steps, rabbit can go either one step or two step, so we'll be having total two ways. NDA aspirant, you got 89 as the answer. Would you like to tell me how did you get that? NDA aspirant was the first person to solve it, Rahul. And now it's on you guys that how would you prove it. Tell me the logic instantly and you'll get the cash prize. If there are three steps, the rabbit can go. First way is getting one step. Then he can go one step and then two steps, or two steps and then one step. We have three number of ways. If there are four steps, how many ways are there? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Total number of ways are 5. So, पहले separate निकाला था. The same way NDA aspirant, the way I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4 नहीं 5 आ गया. कुछ तो हो रहा है. So, haven't you seen this sequence earlier? 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. So it is becoming nothing but a Fibonacci sequence. Next will be 8, then 13 and so on. If you want me to show it to you. So when there are 5 number of steps, you can have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. One way, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then we can have 1, 2, 2. 2, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1. Oh, total 8 steps are there. So the earlier two get solved, get added up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to go till 10 steps. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's add 8 and 13. Answer is 21. These two, 34, then 55, and then 89. So 89 will be the answer if there are 10 steps in total. By the way, if you look at the options, 34 is also there, that is for 8 steps, 55 is for 9 steps. If I make it to 11 step, it will be 144. So all the options are like that only. 89 is the correct answer. ऐसे ही किया था राहुल तुमने कैसे किया? दोनों ने ऑलमोस्ट सेम टाइम पे आंसर निकाला है. ठीक है, तो कैश प्राइस दोनों के बीच में बांट दिया जाएगा. कुछ मुझे लगता है कुछ सेकंड्स का फर्क है, टाइप करने में क्या पता गलत वो हो गया हो. तो इसीलिए मैं दोनों को, बट हाँ, क्योंकि एनडीए स्पेंड का ऑप्शन आंसर पहले आया, तो I'll divide the cash price in the ratio 3:2. NDA aspirant will get 300 and Rahul will get 200. Well done, guys. Coming to the next one. If A plus B upon B plus C is equal to C plus D upon D plus A, which is the following, is always true. So I can do one thing. I can assume these ratios to be equal to K, which means A plus B, solving it for the first ratio, will be equal to K times B plus C. And for the second ratio, C plus D will be equal to K times D plus A. These are first and second equations. If I add them all, I'll get A plus B plus C plus D is equal to K times A plus B plus C plus D. Alright? So these can be, this will be equal in a case if A plus B plus C plus D equal to 0, right? Then both will be equal. So if you look at that, we have C and D option like that. A and B get eliminated. It's either C or D. Alright. In C we also have A is equal to C. So if you look at the first ratio, B and B are common. Second, D and D are common. Only A and C are uncommon. If they become equal, everything becomes equal. That means A equal to C should also be there. So we'll go with option C, because there will be two different possibilities. One where A is equal to C, and other where A plus B plus C plus D equal to 0. Clear? So now you must be realizing that if we have the options, things become very easy for us to solve, right? The next one. If the difference between compound interest and simple interest for a certain amount of money invested for 3 years at an annual interest rate of 10% is INR 527, then the invested amount is how much? Okay. So SI will be equal to how much for this? P RT into 100. R is 10. T is how much? 3 years upon 100. This is given as how much? It's not given to us. Okay. This will be SI. And in case of CI, we'll be having P times 1 plus R by 100 is 10 by 100 to the power 3 minus 1, because if I do not put minus 1, it will be amount, but we need the interest. So difference between these two is given as 527. Okay. So here I'll get P times 1.1 cube minus 1 minus, this is how much? 0.3 minus 0.3 times P is equal to 527. Okay, taking P common, 1.1 cube is 1.331, minus 1 is 0.331, minus 0.3 is given as 527. Becomes easy now, so P is equal to how much? 527 upon 0.031. Alright. If I remove this point, I'll get 1, 2, 3 zeros. 31 into how much? 31 into 17 is 527. So 17,000 will be our answer, option A. Clear? The next one. A person standing at the center of an open ground walks 32 meters towards the east. So directions north, south, east and west. He walks 32 meters towards the east, 32. Then take a right turn, he's walking there. So if you imagine yourself walking here, right will be downwards. 16 here, again right, 8 here, again right, 4 here, again right, 2 here, again right, 1. Infinitely he goes on doing this. So how much distance has he traveled? It is 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 and so on infinitely. Here we can use the sum of geometric progression. It is first term upon 1 minus common ratio. Common ratio is 1 by 2. Let's put it there. 32 upon 1 minus 1 by 2. If you solve it, you'll get 64 meters as the correct answer. Clear? GP. So we have picked up questions from all the possible topics. Let us do this one. Let P be a positive integer such that unit digit of P cube is 4. P cube का unit digit is 4. When is that possible? At P equal to 1? Not really, because 1 cube is 1. 2 पे होगा क्या? 2 cube is 8. नहीं होगा. 3 cube is 27. End में 7 आ रहा है. 4 cube is 64. So at P equal to 4, we can get P cube at unit digit is 4. 5 पे 5 होगा, 6 पे 6 होगा. 7 पे 7 cube is 343. 8 cube is 512. 9 cube is 729. So at P equal to 4 only this is possible. Cool. So 4 plus 3, 7 cube पे क्या हो जाएगा? 343. Right? 343, the end is 3 over here. The answer is A, that is 3. Alright, clear? NDS parent, Rahul, Athar, Vinay and others. Next one. If a 3-digit number is chosen at random, what is probability that it is divisible by neither by 3 nor by 5? So first of all, let us try to calculate those digits which are divisible by 3 and 4. Okay. So multiples of 3 if I want to calculate, what will they be? And 3-digit numbers are from 100 to 999. Overall we have how many? We have 900 numbers like that. Okay. How many multiples of 3 do we have? First multiple is 102. Then we have 105 and so on till how much? 999. So how many multiples do we have here? 3k. This is 3 into 34 and this is 3 into 333. So 333, 34 कितने हो गए multiples? 300. We have 300 multiples of 3, right? Now coming to multiples of 4. Multiples of 4 कितने हो जाएंगे हमारे पास? Starting from 100 पे first multiple, then 104 and so on till 996. This is 25th multiple of 4 and this guy is 249th multiple. of, am I right? 2 times multiple of 4. So how many multiples do we have here? 25 से 249 तक calculate कर लो. 225 multiples. 225 multiples of 4, 300 multiples of 3. But there's one more thing. There can be some multiples that are common to both 3 and 4 that are multiples of 12. वो भी calculate कर लेते हैं, उनको minus करना पड़ेगा. So we get 12 का पहला कौन सा मिलेगा हमें? 12 9s are 108, then 120 and so on till where would it go? Till 996. This is 12 times 9 and this is 12 times 12 8s are 96, 12 3s are 83rd multiple. 9 to 83. How many do we have? Overall 75 multiples. 75 multiples were common. Right? NDA aspirant वही किया ना? तो 300 plus 225 minus 75 will be the multiples which are divisible by either 3 or 4. Okay? How much do we have here? 450. टोटल लोग कितने थे? 900. हमें क्या चाहिए? वो जो इसके मल्टीपल्स नहीं है. So 900 minus 450. So answer is 450 numbers are there which are not multiples 3 or 4. Total numbers are 900. The probability is 1 by 2. We'll go with option A. Clear? And what's your name, NDA aspirant? You have to, tell me. Like, I think Mr. Joshi would be having your number. What's your name? Tell me your name so that I can actually, transfer the cash prize to you. Rahul, I can remember. Let's do this question first of all. It's a very interesting question. Minimum number of times a fair coin must be tossed so that probability of getting at least one head exceeds 0.8 is. So if there are n tosses, getting at least one head, that means NC1, one head, or we can have 2 heads, or we can have 3 heads, or we can have in the end all heads. The sum of this whole will be 2 to the power n minus 1, isn't it? And total cases कितने जाएंगे? Total cases are NC0 plus NC1 till NCn. कि एक भी head ना आए. That is equal to 2 to the power n. So basically probability will be calculated as 2 to the power n minus 1 upon 2 to the power n. This should exceed 0.8. So if I put n as 2, Kanak, okay. If I put n as 1, what do I get? I'll get 1 by 2. बड़ा है क्या 0.8 से? नहीं है. If I put n is 2, so 2 square, 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 by 4 is 0.75. बड़ा नहीं है. If I put 3, 2 cube is 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 by 8 is 0.875. बड़ा हो गया. Answer is 3. Cool. Interesting question, isn't it? समझ में आ गया? Easy one. Okay. Let's do this one. A goldsmith bought a large solid golden ball at INR 10 lakhs, 1 million, and melted it to make certain number of solid spherical beads such that radius of each bead was 1/5 of the radius of the original ball. Assume that the cost of making golden beads is negligible. If the goldsmith sold all the beads at 20% discount on the listed price and made a profit 20%, then the listed price of each golden bead was how much? Okay. ठीक है. So we can do one thing. Let the listed price be M. Mark price मान लेते हैं M. Okay? If mark price is M, the selling price will be how much? 20% discount दे दिया, 0.8 M will be the selling price. And let the cost price be C. C, he made a profit of 20%. That means his selling price will be 1.2 C. We can equate this. So instead of writing 5 different steps, I just wrote one step and that is clear. In terms of mark price, selling price 0.8 times M, and in the terms of cost price, selling price 1.2 times C. So now we can get a relation between M and C. So M will be equal to how much? 1.2 upon 0.8 C. Alright? इसे solve कर लेंगे. So I'll get M as 1.5 C, isn't it? Is that right? M is 1.5 C. That is what we have understood. ठीक है. Perfect. The cost price over here is 10 lakhs for the entire product. तो मार्क प्राइस कितना हो जाएगा? 15 लाख रुपए. Cool. This is what we have. Now we have to find the listed price of each golden bead. How many golden beads can be formed? So this question involves arithmetic as well as mensuration. So earlier the large golden ball का जो radius, let's say the radius was capital R, and there are small, these guys whose radius is 1/5. Okay, it's given as 1/5. R by 5 इनका हो गया. So how many balls can we make? Volume of the largest ball will be 4/3 pi times R cube, and the smaller ones will be 4/3 pi times R by 5 whole cube. So as you can see, things get cancelled. All we have is 125. 125 small balls can be made. 15 lakh पूरे का price है. So 15 lakh upon 125 will be our price for each ball. Just divide it and get the answer. Clear? Answer is 12,000. Cool. Got it, everyone? So that's all about today's class. And the crash course is starting. On the group, you'll be told and notified when is the crash course starting. We'll meet again. Hope you enjoyed this session, didn't you? And we'll meet again in the next some really beautiful and complex questions which will become easy the moment we do it via some different innovative techniques as we did today. So let's meet again in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.